Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Resilient with your host, me, Wintertooth100. And in today's episode, we have something a little different planned. We're not going to work on the castle. I mean, we might a little bit, but probably do that off camera. But maybe we'll have some kind of update for you at the end. We'll see. Today's plan, well, let's not get into that. Before we get started, let's talk about, we have two new members on the server. Neither one are on at the moment, but we have... And I still struggle to say his name, but we have our new member, Ilokibu, and he just posted his first video. Link is in the description below. And we have another new member, Slash. You guys go check out Slash, and he is also in the description below. I'm not sure if he's actually logged onto the server yet or not. This is the first time I've logged in since this morning. And yeah. That's gonna be about it. Oh, don't forget to hit that notification bell. I'm just gonna skip the other stuff till you guys know to like and subscribe and all that. You don't need to hear that, but that notification bell is important if you want to get all of the updates as my videos come out, which I'll, again, they come out every single day except for Sundays. I do a live stream. Anyway, last time we built that tower over there just above my head, and we kind of got stuck on I forgot I need to do a little bit of terraforming before I can build those towers. Those towers didn't get built, but I might be able to do that outer wall sometime today. I do have to do a little bit of AFKing for today's video, and that is what Withertooth is doing on the server right now. He's sitting over at my iron farm for me doing that AFK while I record this video. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get him. We're gonna send him. We're gonna send him away. And I can't give out too many details because he watches my videos. But just know we're coming for you, Joe. We're coming for you. What a tough video to try to record. Every time I'm thinking, okay, this would be a great time to push that record button, I remember, hey, I'm in a place that I don't want Joe to find out about yet. And it's not that I don't want him to watch my videos, I just don't want him to find out where all this stuff's gonna be, because it's kind of for him. But we are basically gonna set up some kind of scavenger hunt, and at the end there will be a little prize for him. Found some of this blue ice actually. We have a new member, Slash, who has expressed at least a little bit of interest in doing a nether hub. If he does decide to do that and he's watching this video, first of all, hi Slash. Second, blue ice, I don't know if you know this, but when you run your boats across the packed ice, how it was super fast, blue ice is even faster. So if you decide that you want to do like something that's like super quick travel in the nether, and you want to do, like, instead of a long tunnel, I would recommend getting your hands on this blue ice and then setting up some kind of boat track, and we can just race our boats across. And blue ice is actually craftable from packed ice. Just like that. Pretty easy. Alright guys, I have 5 locations picked out, technically 4. One of these is, see, there's Ilokibu, he's on. We're on with him and Yugi right now, so that's pretty great. Anyway, we have 5 books, 4 locations technically, because one of these books is going to get put into this item frame, and you make it, we want Joe to be able to find this, so we can't hide the first book. So we have 4 locations already picked out. I have the coordinates already set, and I'm going to do my best to kind of try to do some kind of, I don't want to do like a math riddle or anything to give coordinates, but some of them will need to be math coordinates so they can locate it. But there's at least one place, possibly 2, that I can just give really good like riddle descriptions and be able to hide these things based on the riddle. And man, that chat's going crazy right now. Anyway, let me come up with what these are gonna say to lead Joe to where he needs to be. Okay, Joe, I know I'm doing my videos kind of backed up a little bit, so there's a good chance that you've already seen all the clues and found all the stuff. And if that's the case, just keep on watching. But if that is not the case, if you have not done this yet and you have not seen it, then there will be a time on the screen right now. Skip to that time. You do not want to see any of the spoiler stuff. Okay, I'm gonna do it now. That's all the time I'm giving you. Alright, so for everyone else who's stuck around, I've wrote 5 books. and we'll kind of just read through these real quick together. These were not easy to do, by the way. It took a bit longer than I expected, but each one has 10 pages for a specific reason. We'll get to it. So yo ho, Joe. I have prepared a scavenger hunt of sorts for you. Basically solve the riddles, puzzles, questions, and follow the clues to your prize. I kind of pre-wrote that before I knew what the other ones are going to be, so there's really no questions. Each clue you find will include the exact location on page 10 in the event I've stumped you. So if you couldn't find these, or if you're watching this and you couldn't, page 10 actually includes information of the exact coordinates, the exact whereabouts of where to go next. And then we start the first hint. No, it's not a dry land, but a survival island. No need to cower from the lonely tower. Yeah, that's the first one I wrote. They get better, but that's the first one I wrote. And of course on page 10, come on, this one was easy. My survival island, the only tower I built. Jeez. And so the first hint will take you to the top of the lonely tower. The only tower we have there. This book will be in the item frame at Joe's house, so he'll be able to find this right away. So inside that tower, at the top in the chest, we'll find this book, Winter Volume 2. It starts to get a little better from here. There once was a pirate named Rudy. He longed to hide his booty, but his ship was sunk and he never did thunk that it was his first mate Yuki. Okay. It's basically saying that, it's a pirate theme thing, that it's a sunken ship, and from the tower it's on the way to Yuki's. There is a sunken ship out there with a chest in it, and this is where I'm going to hide this. This one might be a little tougher for him to find, but that's why I'm including exact locations in these in case it's really tough. But inside the sunken ship we'll find this book, Captain's Log, and now we're kind of going down a theme. It's like somebody on the tower has heard this rumor and it sent you to, and you found this sunken ship, and now we're finding the Captain's Log. So now we're following a story. So Captain's Log. They want my loot, I gave them the boot. No one can touch my treasure. Oh, it's buried in ice, and isn't it nice? My loot is frozen, however. Yes, it's near some rails where it always hails. It's really quite the endeavor. But if you dive on down and look around, you might be staying forever. Okay, that's actually referring to near some rails, and it hails in cold biomes. There is a hidden little thing down here in the ice underwater, and that's what we kind of mean by it's frozen, and if you dive down under the water and look around because it's so cold, it's hard to hold your breath, you might die, you might drown down there. You might be staying forever. So the next one is hidden actually right off the edge of this rail. If you're riding the rail, you can actually see it. It does give off light, especially at night. If you're riding the rail, you'll probably be able to see it. But in there, we'll find the last little hint, and this one's for Joe. I thought this was kind of funny. Like, we'll read it and you'll see, but it's kind of like he bumped his head and forgot. Me name is Joe, and didn't you know this here be my treasure? I found your ship and sunk it real quick, but you've already hidden my pleasure. I dove right in, the water's frozen, by the pirate's code it's seizure. Now it's buried back home, the hints in this tome. I can't remember where I buried it. Gosh, it's just outside my house somewhere in the sand, but by the water buried. Oh dear, it's a few blocks deep and there's sand. Oh golly. So I kind of wrote this like trailing off, like he really can't remember where he buried this treasure. Like this is a scavenger hunt for Joe, and so he's going on this hunt, and right as he gets to the end, he's realizing this was my treasure and I forgot about it. That's kind of where I was going with that. And then of course we have the last book, which is basically just saying, hey, I hope it all goes according to plan. Here's the reward, more of a like me to Joe kind of thing. But we're going to, I have Witherbear sitting AFK at the iron farm right now. He's building this awesome rail system right here, and it requires a ton of iron. So I thought we would gift to him just as much iron as I could possibly get by the time this video goes live, which hopefully is a lot. I'll be honest, every time I've tried to get myself or the other bear to sit AFK at that farm overnight, we get kicked. It's just the server. We're having problems with water, causes a lot of lag. Flowing water specifically causes a lot of lag. And that iron farm is right next to a villager breeder and a melon pumpkin farm. And they both have water streams. Oh, and don't forget to mention that the whole entire insides of the iron farm is flowing water. So they're struggling a little bit over there. But I'm going to go put all these books away. I don't want to show the exact locations on camera in case he's watching this, and then we'll just save that for later. All right, welcome back everyone. Even you, Joe, if you had to skip ahead. I do feel like I should apologize to you just a little bit, because we're coming right up on the end of this episode, which means you had to skip a good chunk of the episode. This is going to be definitely a shorter one unless I fill it in with a bunch of talking right now. I got screenshots of all the locations. So it should be in the thumbnail. That thumbnail should be an inclusion of each of the locations for where each of the books are hidden, leading you to the ultimate treasure, of course. But I did want to talk about this castle just a little bit. This is kind of our bread and butter on the server right now, at the moment anyway. This is going to be the place that you come to teleport to the adventure map that I have built. It is a very, very ridiculously long ways away, and unless you're super dedicated, which you might be, you're probably never going to even get there on foot. So you're going to have to come here and come do some teleportation things, which makes me want to explain this a little bit better. So my original idea for this place is to make it like a functional castle, in the sense that if you were to try to attack it on foot like a normal soldier, never mind the wings, you would have to come through this killing path. And yeah, we want to make it kind of deadly. We want to set traps. I want to set this up in such a way where if a player wants to take the, I guess, challenge of getting through here, then that's totally an option for them. I also want it to be set up to be like kind of a feel for what the adventure map's going to be like, kind of. Anyway, maybe one of the temples, or it's probably closer to like what one of the temples would be like, in that sense that it's a challenge that you got to work for it. But I was thinking, there's 3 members on the server who are opt, and that is us three original YouTubers on here. And because we kind of all founded this series together, not the server. Joe owns the server. He provided it for us. Thank you again, Joe. I can never thank you enough for that. But the 3 of us are kind of like the founding members of Resilient. So a part of that, we all have the ability to use creative mode, which none of us use it for anything. If I'm being honest, I have occasionally popped into spectator mode to get an aerial screenshot of things like the tower, but that's it. That's like the extent of our use, is to possibly just get screenshots. But I have Camera Bear for that, so I mostly get to just use Camera Bear. There's only, that instance where I took a picture of this. He was AFK at the iron farm, and I didn't want to have to pull him all the way over here just to get that picture. But because the purpose of me telling you that we have access to creative mode, if we so chose, is my adventure map does require the use of command blocks, and well, the only way to use those is by being in creative mode or having access to creative mode. I think I can, I don't know, I've never tried it. I think I can / give myself a command block, and because I'm opt, I think I can do stuff with the command block. But it might require you to be in creative mode. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's all to say that once this is all built, I thought it'd be really neat if I included some kind of like ranged command block, maybe in the center, and have it go out like a radius around the castle, which, if you are within range of it, puts you in adventure mode. You are stuck in adventure mode. And if I configure it, I've never actually tested it, so I don't know, but it's actually quite important for my adventure map. I should know this. Not only does it put you in adventure mode, but if possible, to put keep inventory on just a specific player. I don't know if we can do that for just one target player. or if we can set it to just players who are in adventure mode. Maybe that's the thing we can do, is do a workaround where it says detect for any players in adventure mode. They also have keep inventory, and then everyone else would not have keep inventory. Keep inventory is really important for my adventure map. You're gonna get some very exclusive gear over there, and I mean like exclusive, like sharpness 10 would be a lie, but think sharpness 10, like enchantments beyond what you can get from normal Minecraft. You can earn by conquering those temples. Anyway, long story long. So if you come in range of this place, it'll put you in adventure mode, which will force you to have to come through here. You can't break blocks. You can't place blocks. You can interact with blocks, so I believe you can still push buttons and flip levers, and I'm pretty sure you can still interact with like item frames and stuff. But that will force the player to have to get through here like a real soldier would. Real soldiers wouldn't be able to come in here and just tear down the walls or build a wall. Like, yes, I know they had access eventually to like explosives and ladders, but usually those people would get sniped, and that would be the end of that. But if we create this challenge here and force these players to have to fight their way in, and with the spawners that we have access to from their crafting recipes, we can create like inside the gatehouses. Maybe we do like a pressure plate thing, and it closes the doors, the walls or whatever, the gates, and then mobs start spawning in here from spawners, and you have to kind of fight your way through them. Maybe we can do like a scoreboard of some kind, and once it detects a player has killed a certain amount of entities, then they can move on, like the gates will open. You know, make it a challenge. Make it so they have to earn their way through here, and then they'll come through this last little gatehouse, and finally they'll be on the inner side of it. And then they'll have to go to the tower. And I don't intend for this to be like a true like dungeon or temple like what I'm going to have in the adventure map itself, so I don't want to go too crazy with it. I just want it to be like a taste of what you'll find in here. But once you get in here, you go in the castle, and somewhere in the castle will be the teleport pad. That will teleport you all the way to the adventure map. You'll already be in adventure mode, you'll already have your keep inventory on, and you'll be able to go about your business out there. Also inside this castle, he has the interior done, and I want to do it as close to the interior as possible, but I want to make sure we include rooms that have player storage. That's a big piece of the adventure map. It's a big no-no to take anything with you at all. No armor, nothing in your inventory, nothing. You can take nothing with you there. And once you've played out there for a little bit, it's a big map. There's no way they're gonna be able to do it. Like, I know the map, and there's no way I could do it in a single sit-down playthrough. So I imagine as people making videos, YouTubers, they don't want to spend all of their time over there. They'll probably want to come back and do some stuff on this end as well. So on the other side, you'll come out in the Temple of Time, I believe. I'm a little iffy on it being the Temple of Time because you're not going to spawn at the castle. You're going to spawn at what would be like the Kakariko village equivalent. And I don't know if I want to include the Temple of Time there. But, it's my own personal map. So, I might just do it. Either way, wherever you come out at, we'll have storage on that side as well. And that storage on that side, in the adventure map, that is for storing all of your things that you've acquired from the map. You just save those things there, and then you come back, pick up your things in this castle, and as soon as you've left this castle, you've gone far enough out, it'll put you back in survival mode, and then you go about your business again. And yeah, that's kind of how I'm hoping to have it set up. That's my immediate plan. Make this the teleport zone to get you to the adventure map. Be able to swap you from survival mode to adventure mode, and toggle your keep inventory on and off if possible. I don't know if that's going to be possible or not, but that's kind of the idea. And yeah, I'm super excited for it. The biggest thing I think will be the biggest incentive for players to do the adventure map. Yes, some of the gear is really strong. A part of the balancing act for it's meant to be stronger than like, I think I have like the best diamond armor in the game, plus or minus having the thorns on all of the gear totally maxed out. that armor that you get over there should be stronger, better enchanted than this armor, but it's on leather armor, so there's a plus and minus to it. Like, you get some really cool stuff with it. You get effects that you don't get in the game, like the boots. One of the boots, there's lots of boots, one of the boots gives you like I think it's speed 2, like you just always have a speed 2 boost on, and one of the boots is a jumping one, so you get to jump 2 blocks in height. Like, that's always a thing. Once you have completed the adventure map, totally beaten it, you're totally done with it, and that's not counting all the bonus stuff. You don't have to do all of the hidden things in the thing, because it's going to include a lot. It's just like a Zelda game, has a lot of hidden material, hidden bonus content. You don't have to complete all of that, but once you've beaten all the temples and like the quote-unquote boss of the game, boss of the map, then and only then you're free to bring all of your stuff home with you. You can bring that armor with you, you can bring the boots with you, you can bring the weapons with you, you can bring it all home and use it in your normal survival world. But trust me, that will not be easy. It's a big map, and we'll see it fairly soon, because if I have, let's say I have 20 projects, this castle's one of them. The other 19 are in that map. So, you know, we got a lot of work to do, and the majority of it takes place in our map. And, well, we got to finish this castle first. So that's why this is such a huge priority for me. And I know it doesn't feel like it. The last few episodes I've just been saying we're going to work on this, and I haven't actually touched it. I've just been busy with recruiting new members for the server and designing what this is going to be like in the test world. So, you know, I'm gonna say it again. How many times have I said it? We're gonna really shift into high gear. I promise. We're gonna shift into high gear and start working on this. I think it's going to be my main focus of each episode from here on out until it is done. We expect a lot of work to be done off camera, and I know I upload every single day, but that may swap up. If I miss a day or two, just know it's because I am hardcore building this, and I know that some of this is going to take a lot of time. But I think that's going to be it. I've definitely rambled long enough. I've certainly put myself over the time limit that I normally set for myself, even though I thought this was going to be a short episode. But that's going to be it. Be sure to go check out Joe Shy Elokiboo. Yeah, there he is, Elokiboo. And our newest member, Slashway. He goes by Slash. We'll just call him Slash. I'm going to call him Elo and Slash. I hope that's okay. So be sure to go check out Joe, Shy, Elo, and Slash. All their links are in the descriptions below if you want to see other perspectives of the server. Be sure to hit that notification button, that little bell down there. That'll let you know when my videos come out. And leave a like if you liked. Subscribe if you haven't. Share with your friends. And I will see you in the next one.